Alhaji Garba Mamu, a name synonymous with resilience, innovation and leadership in Nigerian broadcasting, a man whose vision transformed the media landscape and whose influence continues to inspire generations. Born in Yobe State, Nigeria's commercial nerve center of the Northeast, Garba Mamu's roots were steeped in royalty. His father, a respected civil servant, instilled discipline, while his mother nurtured his aspirations.
I was born and raised in Portisco, a town in Yobe State. In fact, it is the commercial capital of Yobe State. My father was a civil servant. He was the house inspector in our town, while my mother was a complete full-time housewife. My father came from a family of royalty and judiciary. His father was a judge, while his mother, that is my grandmother, was a princess. So my father and his siblings grew up in the palace.
Education was his gateway to greatness. From the Northeast College of Arts and Science to Ahmadu Bello University, he studied under some of Nigeria's brightest minds, fueling his passion for political science and history.
I did my primary school also in Portisco. Attended Central Primary School, Portisco, in that town. It was a nice experience being in that school because there was a lot of discipline. And we are not taught only academics, but things like gardening, hygiene, and sports in that school. After completing my primary school, I attended the then Government Secondary School, still in Portisco. It was a mixed school consisting of boys and girls. The teachers there that time were mostly foreigners, Indians, Egyptians, and some Europeans from European countries. After completing the secondary school, I got admission in the then Northeast College of Art and Science. It was newly established to cater for students from the northeastern state, that is comprising the present-day 6 states in the northeast. The school was primarily to prepare students for university admission. The school gave us everything: best of accommodation, best of feedings, best of lecturers, and even pocket money that we don't need to rely on our parents.
In 1979, Garba took his first step into broadcasting, joining NTA Maiduguri as a journalist and news editor. His keen eye for impactful stories and natural command of the newsroom set him apart.
After completing the youth service corps, I got employed by the NTA Maiduguri. NTA Maiduguri was established in 1977 as a repeater station for Pestac, 1977. But later on, it was upgraded to a full station. So we became the pioneer staff of that station. I joined them in 1979 as a production editor, producing news and current affairs programs. After staying there for about 1.5 years, I got admission to read my master's in the US. I went to Ohio University to read journalism. It was a really enjoyable staying there because there are many Nigerians in that university, and our job and studies at that time, besides reading in school in the class, were made to go for attachments, various television houses, radio stations, and print media houses. We also traveled to other towns like Washington, New York, and other places just to gather experience. When I returned in 1983 back to my station Maiduguri, I continued my job as production editor and producer current affairs program. In fact, I was meant to head the department, being the most senior.
By the mid-1980s, a new challenge emerged. Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, was taking shape. The establishment of NTA Abuja was more than just reporting the news. It was about building a nation, and Garba Mamu was at the forefront.
I came to Abuja 1986-87. Abuja then, we call it a sleeping town or construction site because nothing was happening there. So NTA Abuja was the only station that I know, that time. Radio Nigeria was there, but in Gwagwalada, not in the city center. So all the coverages, for news that people watch and then listen are done by NTA Abuja. We also were mandated to promote Abuja so that people that wanted to come for business will now move in. Because at that time, movement to Abuja was people who were reluctant to move to Abuja. So people were really enticed, giving plots of land, giving jobs and other things to move. So our primary duty was to showcasing Abuja positively. And as a station, we term our station the Unity Station because to cater for all strata of ethnic groups in Abuja.
When Garba Mamu took over as the general manager of NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the station was in dire straits. One functional camera, outdated equipment, and low morale. But he saw an opportunity where others saw failure. Through strategic partnerships, he secured resources and improved staff welfare, introducing structured loan agreements for essential work tools.
When Tony Radio became the Director General of NTA, he transferred me to his office, Abuja, which is SA. I was there for about 2 years with him. Then I was transferred to NTA Abuja as General Manager to Abuja. It was a very difficult task. NTA Abuja at that time was like a gas station. No good programs. The station was rusty. Even in my office, I have to remove everything inside to renovate it. The staff were living in porta cabins, no offices. There's only one camera. That time the news and program department were merged into one. I have to separate them. There was no editing suits. The studio was dilapidated. So I had to now work hard to create studios, to buy. I also bought teleprompter to use in our studio. At that time, our news, one will type it from the newsroom, we will transfer it to the studio. We don't use tape. I also built structures like the manager news office that's currently there now. I was the one who built it. Even the current newsroom that people are using now, it was a store. But I had to renovate it, furnish it, and make it a newsroom. The current place where we have car park of the GM and the huts. I was the one who did them because that time there were dilapidated porta cabin there. So I removed them and built this structure and did something like a garden, all these greens.
He believed a good working environment fostered productivity. From renovating offices to ensuring access to modern tools, he reshaped NTA Channel 5 Abuja into a media powerhouse.
I created programs and make sure each producer, you know, is being paid, you know, for program production. I buy tapes then and give producers, you know. I bought editing machines, about I think more than about 6 or so machines. For the cameras, I made only one, you know. But I think by the time I was leaving, I let about 12 because every cameraman has a camera and there are some in the store. What I did was, when we get sponsor program, like Juru Ramadan, the money we generate from that coverage, I just put it, plow it to the camera, so that camera can cover the assignment. After it come back to our home. So since we're okay, we are getting money with properties almost every 6 months, or every 3 months in fact. I bought staff, each staff in Abuja, I gave him a handset. So I will be like intercom. If I want to call or if you want to call your colleague, you don't have to pay money. The phone is there free for you. No? So that's what we did to leave the staff, make them happy, make them work. As for the marketing staff, there are a lot of preference here and there. So what I did was to increase the rates because it was very low then. I increased the rates but make sure I clean my screen so that people can now put their money there. I now meet with them, I say, okay, instead of giving you commission, once you bring me an advert, 4 adverts, I'll give you money for 1 free, then you pay me 3. Then it worked. It worked. Because a lot of money.
Under his leadership, NTA Channel 5 Abuja played a pivotal role in covering Nigeria's history, from the relocation of the capital from Lagos to Abuja to presidential coverage and national conferences.
The story of Abuja will not be written without the role of NTA Abuja, because they are the first to be on the ground, you know, they are the first to inform people, you know, to cover the ministers from inception to date, to cover the villa, to send stories to Lagos when network was not here, to be the main arm of the newsroom when Lagos moved from here. The major people that were moved to headquarters of NTA Abuja, you know, they covered the relocation from Abuja to Lagos to Abuja, you know. They covered the Abuja trial, they covered the conference. All these are done by NTA Abuja. You know? That time there's no station on ground. You know? So if the people have problem, to the station that they come to air their views and then the government will see, NTA Abuja that day.
But Garba Mamu was more than an administrator. He was a content creator. His vision brought legendary programs to life, including Window on Abuja, a guide for residents and visitors to explore the capital's businesses, events, and lifestyle. Young Hearts, a vibrant youth-centered and entertainment and lifestyle show. Good Morning Abuja, a fast-paced morning program covering news, business, weather, and entertainment. These programs have stood the test of time, running for over 2 decades.
I've got a very creative mind. Wherever I go, you know, I feel I should create something. Because I met with people in programs. You know, like some stations rely on news. I said, no, news is either it's LTP, you know, people will pay. But you have to be creative if you want to get money. You have to be in programs. And all the programs I created in NTA Abuja, about 12 to 10 to 12, I'm the one who created myself. And I picked the staff because I know the staff who do well. Window in Abuja, you know, we created it so that you can tell people, the residents and visitors, where to get what they want. Or this thing is here. Come and see it. Because Abuja is getting so big now. If I want to buy cake now, also I don't know what to buy. But Window Abuja can showcase you the best hotels, the best, this is happening here, this is happening here. So it's like a guide, no? To show you what is happening in Abuja. That's his concept. Then Young Hearts, we discovered that NTA generally like youth programs. There are programs for the kids, but not the youth, you know. So it's like entertainment program, to entertain the youth. And it was accepted. That time, Randy was doing it. Then we incorporated youth corpus that come to serve with us. Mostly there's nobody who's old. There are young people that are doing it because they know the feelings of their colleagues. That was the concept of Young Hearts. Good morning, Abuja. When I came, there was a program. There's a program. I don't know what it's called, but I have to change it because that program was so boring. So I feel it's like if you wake up in the morning, you would like to know what is happening in Abuja. What is the story? What is the highlights in Abuja? What happened? What's happening in Abuja? And that program is the same format that Posole Network carried. What we are doing now, they call I can say it. Good morning, Nigeria. Yes, Good Morning Abuja was like so to welcome you in the morning, on the lighter side.
After decades of service, Garba Mamu retired as an executive director of news, but retirement hasn't slowed him down. He remains a voice in Nigerian broadcasting, mentoring young professionals and sharing his vast knowledge.
I stayed in Abuja for some time, then was posted to Kaduna 1994 as manager at News NTA Kaduna, where I stayed for a year or so. Then moved back to headquarters when Lagos Network moved to Abuja. I was made the news producer, producing network news and Newsline and other current affairs programs. I am a news person, so I am on daily basis with the EDN, fast and present, the DG, fast and present. Anything I see on air, I either call them, commend them, or say this thing is not right. Up to today, I call Mohammed Ali. I say anything wrong. In fact, I wait for. If I say it, I say this is good. I call that this is good. This is good. Keep it up. If I say it's bad, this way to do it, and they appreciate it. Everyone appreciate it. My major concern now, sometimes particular on network, is the dress code of presenters. During our time, you don't go just casually, just you on air, So, but now I even spoke to the idea, casual, particularly 24, casual dressing.
His contributions did not go unnoticed. Over the years, he has received numerous awards recognizing his dedication to journalism and media development in Nigeria.
When I was GM Abuja, because people know how bad the station was, so I was able to transform the station, and I became the best GM that time. Of the award was given to me. So when I was in Kaduna, I got the award also as a manager in news, and Bauchi too when I was GM, because I did a lot of. When I went to Bauchi, the station was really bad, but later on I was able to break through, and the said government were happy with what I did. Also gave me award. So that's it. But the issue, the award doesn't bother you much. The issue is you leave a legacy that will last beyond your time.
Beyond broadcasting, family has always been central to his life. Even in retirement, he remains active, mentoring, inspiring, and shaping the future of media in Nigeria.
NTA is like one big family. One big family. NTA Abuja, NTA Network, all the stuff. If you get something good, you like your colleague to also have it. During our time, when let's say if a friend that would allocate my house, I would say, give Aisha too. They don't give, If you go for assignment in the newsroom, if you go out, you bring banana also, for people to eat. During Salah, I cook from my house, I take it to the newsroom during Christmas, everything, It's one, there is no division. There is no division. One family.
For a man whose footprints remain deeply embedded in Nigerian broadcasting, his colleagues and those who experienced his leadership have much to say.
When I came here, they were producing Perspective. It was a weekly documentary. It fell on me. That too based on his recommendation to the manager news and current affairs. So he used to say that at the time that challenges follow you. If you are a good worker and a hard worker, so to speak, is to work harder, because the expectation on you is big. So he treated everybody in that manner. You won't see him breathing on anybody's neck. If you are editing, he will come and peep. If there's any correction that he can do for the editor, that is the film editor, he will do that. If it is the reporter, he will call you back, so that nobody will hear that you had made mistake. He said, either now or by the time you finish your recording, rewind back, spool back. That time was linear editing, and correct so area. So those are the kind of leadership style he bequeathed to people like us.
When there's no light in the office, or when you need some solitary confinement, you confine yourself to the hot and fresh air, and it stimulates your brain. Similarly, then I think that's one of the things that stood him in good stead, that it elevated him to the post of executive director news at the network level.
It was one boss that God Almighty used as an instrument to my employment in MTA as a whole. When I got the job, I'm like, okay, you don't know me from anywhere. We met on this job. When I was working as a casual staff, he said, no, Deborah, you're hardworking. You deserve to be given this job. And thank God Almighty. Now, Oga, I want to say thank you so much from my heart and on behalf of my family.
One day, we just saw crane came into the station and removed all the porter cabins. Then he now started building these beautiful huts. Then building offices that were not complete. He was doing them, made them okay, made Channel 5 what it is today. Oga Garba is a wonderful person. He makes you feel relaxed. There's this thing he used to tell us that in your job, when you're doing what you're doing, you like what you're doing, you do it well. But there must be something that must come after the job, which is relaxation. So what he did was, okay, I think every quarterly, we should have this party and, departmental parties, normal general parties. Then when we come for the party, there's this competition between departmental, offices. And it was nice.
I think he took over, we had only 1 or 2 cameras then. But before he left, I think he bought not less than 7, 8, 9 cameras before he left, which to me is a big achievement. He so much believed in respect and hierarchy.
For Garba Mamu, the journey never truly ends. It lives on in the people he mentored, the programs he pioneered, and the stories he made sure will always be heard. For these and more, he is regarded as one of the true heroes of Abuja. Henna, an ancient form of body art, holds deep cultural significance across various regions of the world. In northern Nigeria, the practice of applying henna, known locally as lalle, has been an integral part of cultural ceremonies and traditions for centuries. The roots of henna in northern Nigeria trace back to ancient times, where it was embraced as a symbol of beauty, celebration, and cultural identity. Historically, henna was predominantly used during weddings, festivals, and other significant occasions to adorn the hands and feet of women. The intricate designs, often featuring geometric patterns and floral motifs, served as expressions of joy, fertility, and auspiciousness. The application of henna in northern Nigeria was a communal affair, deeply embedded in customs. Skilled artisans, often women, would meticulously prepare the henna paste by grinding dried henna leaves into fine powder and mixing it with water, lemon juice, and other natural ingredients to achieve the desired consistency and color intensity. The application process itself was a time-honored tradition, with elaborate designs crafted freehand using a fine-tipped applicator or simply by using fingers. Women will gather in groups, sharing stories and laughter as they adorned each other's hands and feet with intricate henna patterns. The application of henna was not merely a cosmetic practice, but also a social and cultural bonding experience, fostering unity and togetherness among women in the community. Beyond the ornamental purposes, henna in northern Nigeria served various symbolic and practical functions. During weddings, the application of henna symbolized the bride's transition into womanhood and her readiness for marriage. It was believed to bring blessings, protect against evil spirits, and ensure marital harmony and fertility. Moreover, henna was also used to mark significant life events such as childbirth, religious festivals, and cultural ceremonies. While the traditional art of henna remains deeply rooted in northern Nigerian culture, its application has evolved over time, reflecting modern influences and trends. Today, henna is not only reserved for weddings and special occasions, but has also gained popularity as a form of self-expression and fashion statements among the younger generation. Contemporary henna artists in northern Nigeria blend traditional techniques with modern innovations, experimenting with new designs, colors, and application methods. With the rise of social media platforms, henna has found a global audience, with enthusiasts sharing their creations and techniques online, contributing to its continued relevance and appreciation.